Board Member Ganashevsky to the President Pro Tem for this evening's meeting. And a motion. With a second? A motion and a second? Okay. Roll call, please.
Okay, I move that the Board of Education call to order the special meeting June 27th at 8:06 p.m. Tina, would you call the roll, please?
Marianne Zecki.
Here.
Allison Down.
Here.
Katie Wine here. Rich Flanagan.
Yes.
Chipper Gaza. Ganashevsky.
Here.
Max Walsh. And David Jordan is absent. Also in attendance is Dr. Ken Borchesky, Mr. Jeremy Dodson, and for today I'll acknowledge that he is the chief school business official. Ms. Kim Klein, Mrs. Kathy Brandt, Mr. Eric Humboldt, Mr. Michael Zini, Mrs. Melissa Carson, Mrs. Constance Stottle, Mrs. Donna Mangione, Mr. Brian Hansler, Mrs. Louise Stomper, and Mr. Jim Rock from
Can we have a quorum? Could we please rise and pledge the flag? Okay, first we have public participation. Thank everybody for coming this evening. And we have these requests to address the board. Oh, yes, and at our recent retreat, we came to a consensus that we are going to listen to your requests. So please ask your questions. We encourage that during the public comment time, but we may not have a response for you this evening and may be able to provide an answer at a later time. So we ask that you respect that. First one up, Robert Donato.
Hello, I want to thank the board for letting me speak. I live in Sherwood Park. I don't have children in your system. And if I did, this would be a drastically different speech. I did graduate from District 81, Andy Sliden, and Triton, SAU. And I've been kind of an outside observer for the last 9 years, and most of you know why. The word transparency was used a lot at the last meeting. I just wanted to say that the word means a lot more than just checking bills and contracts. So to use a simpler phrase, let's be clear. It's my opinion that the main objective of the majority of this board is to find cause to remove your superintendent. And to use the students' money and administrative hours that are needed to run a successful school district to do it. One thing that's not clear is why, but it's not important. Maybe her dad gave someone a ticket 30 years ago. Maybe she didn't bow down to the people in Sherwood Park and think that they are Sherwood Park. Or maybe it was that she was recommended for the job by Dr. Taylor. And if I can say something about Dr. Roberta Taylor, she was the only truly exceptional educator I ever met in my 44-year relationship with District 81. She knew her job. She was calm, mature, kind, scholarly. She battled the anti-intellectual bully culture of Sherwood Park throughout her tenure. And maybe, if she wasn't rudely shuffled into an early retirement, Dr. Borchesky could have been better prepared for this childish chaos posing as local government. Dr. Borshevsky has never been given a fair chance to run this district properly. She is legally directed by a school board that is uncooperative, incohesive, and vindictive. Imagine if there was a public record of everything you did at work for the last 10 years. Can you say nobody's made a mistake? Eventually they will find this mistake. And they'll blow it out of proportion, and because she's human, and what she has is a really hard job. Everyone in this room has the right to this information. But instead of just watching your ballooning legal fees and the barrage of FOIAs that this district office has to deal with, read the request yourselves and ask yourself, how does this benefit education or ensure the safety of our students? And it'll become clear what this new legal strategy is all about. So a couple comments on last week's board meeting. Mr. Stachura, who I wish was here, seems completely unqualified to run these meetings. To have a lawyer walk you step by step down the agenda makes you look foolish and incompetent. Mr. Kowalski, 4-hour meeting. You only spoke to agree with the majority. No questions, no suggestions, no ideas. Ms. Godashevsky, you are one of the highest paid teachers in the history of Lyon Township. And your only concerns were bills you already approved and contracts you already have. I'll just say that you are the only one on this board that is transparent. And Ms. Awanyo, a couple of months ago, you're the only one I had hope for on this board. But you spoke and voted like someone who feels they might have had a family member mistreated by District 81. So in closing, I want to remind you that none of these board members have kids in their system. No parents, no Hispanics, no Eastern Europeans. They are not a true representation of your student body. Don't let them continue to attack Dr. Borshevsky because she's the only one up there protecting the students' interests. You need to watch everything this board does and as soon as possible, vote them out. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Canales. Diana Farrell.
Thank you again for letting me speak. I came here at the last board meeting before the last board meeting. I guess that was a retreat or something. So, and I was concerned about, the fact that you had the board has legal representation, and that was concerning me. And one of the parents had asked to see if you had a bill yet, and I had gotten a copy of the bill, and I was shocked. $19,000. That's for 2 weeks worth of service. That's looking at everything that the board is doing. I have enough experience. Those of you that know me know that I've been part of this district for a long time. I've been in many school board meetings. I've seen this structure. I know what is expected of the school board. And it just I guess it kind of hurts my heart to think that this is our community and this is where we're down to. We have to have legal representation to clear Bob's dairy. Simple things like that, it just blows my mind. I looked through the billing that they have, and there's a lot of things that are blacked up. Everybody's welcome to look at the billing, and there's things that aren't on there. And I'm thinking, if we're paying legal service, I want to know what you're doing. And now nothing's on. There's some things that are missing on there. Could be confidential, I understand that. Then call it a number or something. I want to see line for line. You give me line for line, I want to know what each of those lines is. That's my job as a taxpayer, to be looking at those things. I know that we have to do things legally. I know that's your job, to do things legally. You want to do things legally. I want to do things legally. I understand that. But there's a moral aspect to doing things legally, too. We're here, I'm here to make sure that District 81 remains part of this community. It's going to be hard. We're looking at assessments. I just got my assessment. Guess what? It's going down. If everybody in this community has an assessment that went down, that means you're getting less money to spend. That's a reality. So you're gonna have to look at cuts. And boy, oh boy, if you're paying a legal service to tell you what to say at a board meeting, which should be discussed beforehand, put it on the table, let's vote on it, let's pay bills, let's do business, let's get this over with. It just concerns me as a community member. I said I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna watch you, Mr. Flanagan, he's watching you. And see, man just spoke from his heart, and he said, vote these people out as soon as you can, and guess what? I think we got 2 years, right? So we're going to be watching very closely each and every step that you make. You too. I can't believe that you got to start a meeting. Believe it or not. Okay.
Thank you. Kathy DeSalvo, Culture in Our Schools.
Hi, I'm Kathy Rosalvo. I'm a teacher at Washington School, and I came here to talk to you. Sorry, I'm going to get emotional here. But I came here to talk to you from my heart, because I came here, I watched what's going on, and I want you all to know the new faces. I want you to see what's going on in our schools. Didn't expect to cry like this, I'm sorry. I know that when you decide to run for school board, I know that you're charged with 2 specific things. To be stewards of the taxpayers' money, and to provide the best environment for children to learn. I want to make sure you know how the decisions that you make will affect the climate and culture of our schools. A teacher's working condition is a student's learning condition. In Schiller Park, we've been lucky to have one of the most positive and supportive and hardworking environments around. I go to lots and lots of different places where there are many other educators. I go to the Region Council for the union, I go to graduate classes, I go to presentations at national levels, and I hear the same thing over and over again. Other educators tell us, how do you guys do that? How do you do these things? I wish I could work in a place like that. I was a kid, I would want to go to your school. And the answer is very simple. We work together under dedicated and charismatic leaders that cultivate an environment that all people, teachers and students, want to work hard in. We are a small community with a lot of heart. We're a product of this community as well. And it's because we work together as a community that we're able to accomplish things like Project Hartwell, which has allowed for community outreach opportunities. Now we're going to be starting programs where kids can possibly give back to the community after they write grant programs to make our community a better place. Lincoln School has a marathon where they promote a healthy mind and body. Dr. Seuss Night, it's packed every year. Hands-on learning opportunities in the form of field trips to places both near and far. Washington, D.C., New York, Disney World, Chicago museums, Springfield. Fine art activities. The kids are involved in band, chorus, musicals, music in our school night. The teachers and administrators are all there too. We've been featured in the IDA Advocate as a school to watch in the area of technology. We've been featured by the Chicago Sun-Times for our innovative approach to teaching. Our district and administration has hired teachers that have become editors of national math education magazines. The Illinois Technology Teacher of the Year is in this room. National board certified teachers that work very hard to get that certification. They are presenters and leaders at national conferences. These accomplishments are the ones that are noted by outside sources, but those don't even include all of the unsung everyday things that make us a special place, including caring for and teaching the children of Schiller Park. It is our school board that has trusted and employed our administrators that have allowed teachers to lead students by example to meaningful learning experiences. We, together, as a team of community members, administrators, parents, students, and teachers, can continue to take this school district to new heights if we work together and keep things consistent and continue with the high standards that have been put in place. Teachers and administrators know that this is a small town, and teachers choose to stay here, even though other districts pay significantly more, and we know it. Because there's something extraordinary about the synergy of District 81. Please help us to continue to make a difference in the lives of the children we teach and love. When you are considering any vote having to do with our administration, please consider the leadership they have provided to create the productive and caring culture that we have here in School District 81. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. My first question is, why are you voting on administrative contracts when they were voted on and previously approved?
Respond to that.
Actually,
To be honest, Carol, the board really doesn't need to take action on those contracts because of what you just stated. And that was placed on the agenda because historically it always has been, but there really isn't a board action on that item.
Oh, there won't be?
No.
Okay. Why are the attorneys, which means they're charging us, are reviewing the IASP, Illinois Association of School Boards policies when the IAS attorneys authorized them, which we already paid fees to them?
Oh, that's one that we did actually, yes.
can you just repeat? I am, sorry.
One, oh,
Oh, never mind, I was trying to take that.
oh. What am I waiting for?
Well, we're going to get back to you later on that response.
At the board retreat last week, the board agreed that they would not be responding to
Any questions?
to comments during public participation. We have created an area on the website under board where the board will be responding to questions posted on the board meetings.
Okay. And my last question is, why are you setting up a committee instead of a board as a whole to evaluate the superintendent?
And that would be on the website as well. Well, if you'd like to, you may.
The board is setting up a committee to actually research and ultimately recommend to the full board an instrument to use to evaluate the superintendent.
So you're changing what we were doing?
They want to research different superintendent evaluation tools.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Don Delaney, bill list question from last month statement.
They promised not to cry. It was stated last month at the meeting that the attorney's bills had not been sent in. Are they on this month's bill list? I'd like the answer to that first of all.
Mr. Jackson, are you on the bill list?
Yeah.
And can I ask what the amount is, if you don't mind? I've heard conflicting reports from several people, and we don't kind of what they are.
I have
Oh, you have it?
$17,936.25
$17,936
for the last 2 weeks of May.
for 2 weeks, for 14 days. That's well over $1,200 a day for attorney's fees. And I hope everyone is listening here now. $1,200 a day. We didn't spend that much in a month. Sometimes a whole year, that's very true. I have no idea why attorneys have to be here at every meeting. Obviously, they had several clandestine meetings, I would say, with certain members of the board. I can't prove it though. But I certainly do have a feeling that they did for that amount of money. And that is very serious. Last month, I brought up the fact that the majority of this board cost the district over $200,000 in paraprofessionals. Now we have another additional $18,000. Pretty soon, you're right, we're all going to be broke. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Delaney. Roy McCampbell?
Just a couple things I want to say. One, listening to everything being said, I haven't heard anything at any of the meetings of this board taking away any services or education for the children, and I will pay attention to it as everyone else. But at this point, I think that there may be a little bit of panic going on because I haven't seen that occur. Two, not only on this board billing is the amount to Hansel Lane, but there is somewhere over $3,000 to Canaan as well, of which money was also paid last month to Canaan, and they were never retained by this board as the board attorneys. And finally, Mr. Delaney's referred to this, but I doubt the fact that it was pretty astounding for me to find out to pay for emails to me cost $40,000 in 1 year. So that's all I have to say. And that was all billed by law. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McCampbell. So we're going to post responses to this on the district website, and it will be under the board link. Is that correct? Okay. Now for
When would that be? I'm sorry. I know that's something new. When would that be? Like after next month?
Right, we don't have a specific answer for you, but it would be after it's researched and then it will be posted so everyone can
Thank you.
get access to it. Thank you.
Could I add something to that? So that we're going to be posting all of the questions on there so that you know that none of these questions will be forgotten. As they are answered, they will appear on the website as well. So,
Thank you. Okay, now we're at the old business action part of our agenda. So we have authorization to pay bills, and I would entertain a motion that the Board of Education approve payroll and pay the June 30, 2013 bills in the amount of $92,180.10 as presented.
I move.
Mr. Flanagan and Mr. Kowalski. Call the roll, please. Oh, no, we have to do a question. Do we do that first? Questions? Okay, any questions or comments? Okay, thank you. Call the roll, please.
Kowalski? Fiscal? Down?
Yes.
Lonnie, yes. Flanagan?
Yes.
Kaczynski?
Yes. Motion passes. Second item is Resolution 13-13, authorizing the payment of July 2013 bills. I will entertain a motion to have the Board of Education adopt Resolution 13-13, authorizing the payment of July 2013 bills for utilities, bus lease, payroll, insurance premium payment, membership dues, and startup supplies for the July 2013-14 school year as presented.
I move.
Mr. Flanagan, Ms. Iwanyo, questions, comments? Any discussion? Okay, call the roll, please.
Kowalski? Fiscal? Yes. Down?
Yes.
Lonnie, yes. Flanagan?
Yes.
Kaczynski?
Yes. Motion passes. And are we eliminating the third item? Because that was approval of administrative salary increases, what do you do with that? This is a
I
contractual.
can't hear the question.
Okay, item 4 is approval of insurance program renewal.
Colleen is here.
Oh, go ahead. The motion is, okay, I'll entertain a motion that the Board of Education approve the transition of plan administration, PPO network, and excess loss insurance for the district healthcare plan to Blue Cross Blue Shield effective with the September 1, 2013 renewal. Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Okay, and now call the roll, please. Oh, no, discussion.
Questions, comments, or concerns?
So Colleen is here. Colleen, do you want to just give the board an overview of what you prepared for them in the board packet?
Just a quick overview of a budget item that for next year is going to be $2.132 million. But I'll give a quick overview of that. Well, thanks for having me here. Jeremy, it'll be a pleasure to work with you. We're going to jump right into the fire with potentially a transition of our healthcare. As I do every year, I do an analysis of the prior year's claims, experience, and garner quotes. As I mentioned last week, I'm working hard to negotiate better rates. What I think I have is a good, valid, and competitive proposal from Blue Cross that would be for replacing PBA and PHCS, as well as IHC Majestic. They would be replacing those three components of your plan. I'm projecting savings at this point of $242,000. We are a self-funded plan, so that projection is going to be dependent somewhat on what the claim activity is for the year. Historically, besides the year we're in right now, we have always come under underwriters' projections for 5 years prior to that in the 90% area. In the current year, we're at 123% of 3 different underwriters' projections for the group. So that's why, this year was a much more difficult renewal. If we renew without making these changes, the increase in cost is 24.8%, and that's after my hard work that I don't mind telling you about. With this potential change to Blue Cross Blue Shield, we are looking at a 12.5% increase. That's essentially half. I've gotten a commitment from them. If we have a decision here and eligibilities to them, like their deadlines, like a commitment for ID cards to be in the teacher's hands by the 1st of September. This is a very difficult transition. I do want to point out that we will be matching the benefit schedule that's in the negotiated contract as far as deductibles and those types of things. Because we're changing the PPO network, and I'm saying this to get it on record and for the teachers and staff that are here, we're changing the PPO network, so your doctor may be in the PPO now, and when we change it, they may be out of the PPO. However, Blue Cross has the largest PPO network in the state, so I have not had problems with that. Secondly, the formulary will change on prescription drugs. So again, for the benefit of the staff that are here, we have generics, preferred brand, and non-preferred brand. When we change providers, we are matching the copay dollar amounts, but not necessarily the list of which drugs are where. I personally have looked up the top 25 drugs taken here by volume. 21 of them are generics. There will be no problems. 3 of them are brand name drugs with a generic alternative. So I feel like I've done my due diligence here. I've worked with Blue Cross. We have several clients that actually transition there. I highly recommend this move. And as I stated last week, I need the decision because there are just hours and hours of work for me to do between now to get everything ready by September 1st. So if there's any questions about my analysis or any of the numbers, I'm going to answer them, even though I don't have my reading glasses. Questions? I don't have any questions. I like it.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Colleen.
Okay, is there any further discussion from the board? Okay, so we have a motion, it's been seconded, and we're ready to vote. Would you call the roll, please?
Kowalski. The second. Yes. Brown? Yes. Klein? Yes. Flanagan?
Yes.
Paczkowski?
Yes. Motion passes. Okay, we're on to new business, item 5, action, appointment of superintendent evaluation committee. I'll entertain a motion that the Board of Education appoint a superintendent evaluation committee for discussion. Motion made by Ms. Wano. Second by me. Okay, and we have any discussion on that?
Hey, well, can you just explain exactly what the committee is going to do? What will our responsibilities be?
Well, per the IASB class that we took, there are instruments to evaluate the superintendent. So I think as a committee, what we would do is review that information, and then we would come up with some proposals for what the instrument could be. And then we bring those ideas back to the whole board for further discussion. And the superintendent would also be on that committee.
I'm sorry.
The superintendent would also be on that committee.
Will the appointment of the committee members be the same as other committees that we've had on board? Will it be voluntary?
I think Dr. Boszewski asked for volunteers.
The board president asked me to put an email out to the full board to see who was interested. And I heard from board member Downs, Iwanio, and Boszewski expressing interest.
Okay. Any other discussion?
How many board members would we need for the committee?
Would you like to respond to that?
It would be 3 board members. Typically, the president is always one of the members, and then the superintendent, and then 2 additional members of the board.
And how will those, since there's 3 of us, how will it be decided who will be on the committee?
Typically, the board president appoints the committee.
Okay. I have one more question, I'm sorry. Do we know when this will all take place? Do we have a date? Do we have something in mind when we're going to get started? No. Because the board president isn't here yet.
No, but I think ideally it would make more sense to try to meet before the board comes back together for their mass retreat, so that we can get online the calendar that you created to do your work. So we have to do a pretty quick turnaround here.
I think that's what Jeff said, if we can retreat as well, our IASB director. So are we doing this appointment tonight, or are we going to table this idea until the board president returns?
Since he's not here, then kind of hard for him to appoint somebody, so I'd say table it.
Well, I think what the committee,
The motion could there's nothing to do. The fact that the president's not here doesn't delay, he's one of those members, and the other 2 people.
But we can't have a committee with 4, so does the president not serve on the committee then?
I'm sorry. There's only 3 including the president.
And he explained just that he was one that chooses the people on the committee, otherwise people who are volunteering.
And when you have
Well, as long as it's posted, that's not a problem.
well, then we could have a committee of the whole.
Right. We could do it as a board.
well, why don't we table the idea until the board president is able to attend the meeting? And then those who have taken the class can review the information. Those who haven't taken the class, like Tina suggested, try to take the class so that you all know what we're talking about, and we can all participate in that process. Does that make sense?
No, I'm confused.
I think the issue here is that we're not having a meeting prior to the June retreat.
Joe.
July. We're going to have a meeting prior to the July
that's my opinion, you know, I don't get any special power here, but I'm just saying, if we do that, we're preparing ourselves, and then when the committee gets together, then we could do it work, otherwise, how would we know who David is?
When I spoke to
appointed?
Dave yesterday, he did mention that perhaps he would sit out of the committee and just have you and Allison and Tina, but I don't have confirmation of that. That was just a conversation we had on the phone.
Then maybe we need to confirm.
But you are president pro tem.
Yes, well, I'm
I don't.
good with tabling it until we can get the president here to express how we would like to go with it. Is that a little?
You don't have to vote on the motion. The motion is on the floor. Yes, we should either take a vote, or, although at this point, the vote, if the motion was only made to appoint a superintendent evaluation committee for discussion,
Right.
no names were suggested.
Okay.
You could vote on that, that would be fine. Or the other alternative is to, following that is to vote to table it, or to name three people in the committee. So either one of those motions could be dealt with. We should take a vote on this initial motion.
Okay, so we've already put the motion out there, then you made the motion, it's been seconded it, and now we're ready to vote on the motion. So we can do that. Because we're done with discussion. Anyone else have a question about the motion?
What are we voting on?
Just that we're going to appoint.
Right, we're going to.
Oh, we're not appointing the committee, just that we're going
Correct.
to.
And we don't have any date in mind or anything? Okay. Yeah, I just have a question. You had said about taking the class on doing a superintendent evaluation.
That
Now, did you
IASB
mean
class.
everybody on the board, or do you mean just the people interested in being on the committee? That's what I'm
Well,
confused about.
I mean, doesn't it make sense that if everybody took the class, we could all contribute our piece to that so that we'd have the framework for consensus? You know, if only a few people take the class and then we come back and we have to explain, or whoever's on the committee has to explain, well, this is what we mean by a SMART goal, it loses a little something there. So if we all take the class, it doesn't take that long to do that. You know, then we're all better prepared, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, I've already done that.
Okay.
At the convention. So that, I was just,
Do you still have materials so that you could review them? Okay. All right. And you took the class and you're good to go? Okay. Okay.
Well, I guess I'm the admin, I'll have to take the class. You do? Okay.
Yeah, there's one online that's only an hour. Yeah, it's not. And it's,
Tina already requested it to do
oh,
that.
well, there you go, you know.
You slap anything in there, let's do it.
Okay, Jen?
Yep.
Okay. Everybody, and Dave is also taking class. All right, so now we're ready to call the roll on this motion?
Can I ask one more
Sure.
question? Is there any way that you could say, we appoint these three candidates? Can we do that?
You could amend the motion to name the three people that you want to apply to the committee. Yes,
It's David is there to appoint.
Can we,
but you have a president pro tem here. And the board can take that action. So if the board wants to defer to wait until the president's here, we can do that. Or if you want to take the action, we may do that as well.
since Ken said that you have to wait and they have implied and we want to set down, can the motion be postponed, Allison, Pat, and Tina to the committee pending president's approval? Or does that have to be on the end meeting?
No, it's a very good question. In terms of, you could certainly make that motion, but it's essentially the same as making a motion not to appoint anybody. essentially your decision should be either to appoint a committee tonight or not.
All right, so are we going to entertain that motion instead of waiting?
We just, if we're going to do that, we just need to. Who made the first motion?
Tina,
So,
and I second it.
so if she's willing to amend the motion to include the names of the people on the committee, we can take a vote.
I say pending president.
I wouldn't recommend you do that. I think if you're going to wait for the president's approval, then you should not vote to appoint her.
What does everyone think? Does everyone think, agree? Think that's a good idea?
What you said.
I said, in order for us to stay on our calendar, I think it would be like a good idea to amend our motion to include the committee, the names in the committee, just so that we can stay on track and kind of stuff. Sometimes the impact has been a little wrong, because somebody's kind of behind.
It's my opinion that Dave's not going to have an objection to the three names. I think that it's a good committee. I think it'll be fair, and I think that since everyone, well, we have to take a class, I think we'll take a
I
class.
will.
Then I
Do
think
it on
that
my
there-
number.
that there's no problem.
Right. Correct.
No, this is just a committee to arrive at the
Just move
methods
to-
evaluation.
yeah.
Right. And I'm saying, I don't think Dave's going to object to the three names that are mentioned, so.
And I think it's, as you said, the thing to remember here is that this is not a committee being appointed to perform the evaluation. It's a committee being appointed to perform some research to provide a recommendation to the full board and school. And so whatever they decide will just simply be a recommendation to the full board.
I move that I make a motion to say that the Board of Education appoints superintendent the education committee for discussion, and the committee members are Allison, me, Ryan, and Kevin.
Okay.
I second.
Oh, and
I move. I second.
Is there any discussion on that? Okay, would you call roll, please?
Kowalski,
Yes.
Vasaki,
Yes.
Downs,
Yes.
Duani, yes, Flanagan,
Yes.
Gazarovski.
Yes. Motion passes. Okay, another piece of new business action, approval of new teacher induction luncheon. I'll entertain a motion that the Board of Education approve the expenditure of the new teacher luncheon as presented.
Second.
Question? Concerns? This is the luncheon that is going to be at Positano's. Sounds very nice. Okay, no questions, comments, concerns? Would you call the roll, please?
Kowalski, Vasaki, yes, Downs,
Yes.
Duani, yes, Flanagan,
Yes.
Gazarovski.
Yes. Motion passes. Next item is executive session, and I will entertain a motion that the Board of Education adjourn to executive session at 8:50 p.m. to discuss the placement of individual students in special education programs and other matters relating to individual students.
I move.
Mr. Flanagan? Ms. Solano? Questions, comments, concerns? Okay. Well, we'll go first, and then we'll make a statement. Okay, would you call roll, please?
Kowalski, Vasaki,
Yes.
Downs,
Yes.
Duani, yes, Flanagan,
Yes.
Gazarovski.
Yes. Motion passes. We'll be leaving to go into executive session. There are no action items following that. When we come back, we are going to get there. Adjourn from there.
The door will be opened at the end of the executive session. The board will adjourn from that room, but there won't be any action following executive session.
So thank you very much, everyone, for coming this evening.